In Dauphin-County tonight, the Swatara Township Board of Commissioners voted to close the Bressler Friendship Fire Company after revealing a report outlining racial discrimination by the company for a 4-year span. Fox 43's James Corrigan was at the meeting tonight. He joins us live with details from what was a very chaotic meeting.
Well, chaotic is an understatement, Evan, as there were sharp, pointed attacks being thrown by both sides on the board itself. The discussion tonight focused on the report unveiled publicly for the first time tonight by the township, which outlined a timeline of discriminatory actions by the Friendship Fire Company and its social club, which the report alleges discriminated against minorities. That report was unveiled tonight by Commissioner Tom Connolly and outlined the patterns leading to the town's fire chief to suspend the volunteer fire company last month. The social club in question and the fire company based out of Bressler have the same leadership, and the report alleges that the policies of both the club and the company were to not allow minorities in.
In October 2020, an individual with 35 years of service in the fire department and a membership in the Bressler Club raised an allegation of racial discrimination at the Bressler Fire Company. The complaint stated that Bressler Station has a policy allowing only white members to join both the fire company and its social club.
Now, the report went on to outline those incidents all the way up through this year, but this report was only unveiled tonight, and the board voted on this issue tonight, voted to close the fire company based on the results, based on the findings of that report. The attorney for the fire company even said tonight that he wasn't aware of the contents of this report until they were read by the council. And some of the other members of the council spoke up about that. They say that there was a lack of transparency and that there was no time to review or to respond to what was in the report.
I got the timeline last night, and 2 days ago I got the investigative report. That's not right. What happened to transparency that you always talk about? What happened to giving us time to review the information? I don't have all the facts. I want the facts.
Now, the two Republican members of the board both abstained from their vote for that reason, because they felt there was a lack of transparency. The vote tonight was in fact 3-0 with those two abstentions. That means the Friendship Fire Company is now closed after a night of chaos and insults thrown both ways, Evan.
So, James, we heard from two of the council members. I assume there were plenty of folks in attendance as well. What did they have to say during the public comment period?
They sure were, Evan, and there was plenty to say on both sides. And we spoke to some of the folks here on both sides of this issue. We spoke to people who said that they were appalled by the allegations that they had heard in the media throughout the township as well about what happened at this social club. We also spoke to some folks who were concerned about the fire response, that closing the company, the effect of that, what that would have on the fire response. There are people that live in the Bressler area that are worried that the response will be longer. The fire chief has said, in fact, he said last month that he did not believe that there would be an effect, but those concerns still echoed tonight, Evan.
All right, James Corrigan live in Swatara Township, Dauphin County. Thanks for that report tonight.